Hi, my name is John Patrick Morgan. Some people call me JP, and this is the first video in a 5-part series where I am sharing the principles of the creating perspective, the creating philosophy. This is my philosophy and perspective that I use in my work and that I teach people so that they can create everything and anything they want in their lives. The first principle is you create everything. You create everything. And I mean this in ways that you might not expect because the ways that I mean it are quite radical. I mean it in the sense that, as you might assume, that you create everything because you're creating your experience of the world and you have to own your experience of everything out there. I absolutely mean that, and that is the place where we begin. But I make it radical for me because I take it beyond that, where I say I'm not only creating my experience, and then you're not only creating your experience, but you are actually creating the actuality of what is occurring out there. The ontological existence of things in the world is being created by you. So this person's acting that way, you're creating that. This partner isn't showing up in a certain way, you're creating that. Some other person's dog pooped on the sidewalk, you created that. It's raining, you created that. That's where the idea becomes radical, and the capacity to step into that is directly correlated to your capacity to create anything you want. In a summary, the more you can see that you actually do create everything, the more you access your capacity and power to create anything. And so when people hear this idea, they want to dig their heels in. They want to be defensive. They don't want to take the responsibility of being the person that creates the things they don't like in their life. They don't want to take the perspective that they create things that seem to be outside of their control and their power because that feels like a burden. But I promise you, when you really get all the way into seeing that you create everything, it's not a burden, it's freedom. To have the understanding and the knowing that every single thing that you're experiencing and that is created by you is the most free and liberating experience you could ever have, because you are then in the place of power and agency in relation to everything in your life. And so this principle is something that is philosophically challenging, especially at first, but the more you get into it, the more freedom and the more power you have to create. And the way that I help people get into it is through dialogue. I do that through direct dialogue by being in conversation with you, but the best way and easiest way and quickest way, and to be honest, the financially least expensive way to do that is to be part of my monthly creators class. So this 5-part video series, there are 5 principles on creating. They also happen to be 5 reasons why you should join my creators class. Every single month in our class, I have dialogue with people which you can witness, where you watch them go from not seeing how they're creating something to seeing how they're actually creating it experientially and actually on the outside. And the more times you go on that journey, the more times you see somebody come to see how they're creating something that they didn't think that they could possibly be creating before, the more you start to see how you create everything. And remember what I said. The more you can see how you create everything, the more you access your power to create anything. Today is the perfect day for you to create who you are. You are loved and you are powerful, and I'm loving you simply for your being here. I will talk to you soon, and I hope to see you in Creators Class. Bye for now.